Hey, you guys, it's Sunshine Vibes with the high vibrations. If you are new to my channel, thank you for watching. If you are returning, thank you for subscribing to your girl. Love and light to you all. I hope everybody's doing good. Use your own discernment when it comes to my messages, okay? First off, I want to call on my angels and ancestors of my highest good. Be with me as I channel these messages. Help me to deliver these messages with truth and clarity. I call back my energy from anybody who is trying to use my vitality. You do not have consent to use my vitality, and I call my power back. Ashe, ashe. So, yeah, I wanted to go over some numbers. I've been called to speak about numbers. Okay, this has something to do with the cosmic key. And some people might think, what is that? Okay, the key to life. Okay, keep your face looking towards the sun. Okay, and by this means, it just means just keep your face looking towards the sun so you won't fall into the darkness. Okay, it's something about spiritual hackers. When I was channeling this, I was thinking like maybe people just hacking people spiritually, okay? Like hacking people's destinies, hacking people, no. And Spirit was like, no, the positive side of spiritual hacking, meaning like codes, okay? Secret keys, decoding things, okay? So this also has to do with like religion. So most of you, I don't, no judgment zone over here, but yes, I do believe in higher power. I do believe in Jesus Christ, okay? So some people might say, how can you believe in that and be spiritual? Listen, if you have not understand life, okay, if you have not understand that Bible is a spell book. So when people say witches, okay, a lot of people say witches and warlocks, this is why they do not want us speaking. 201 as I say this, because the Bible is a form of spells, okay? I didn't really understand what that meant until I started 211 as I say this, started to decode the Bible on my own. Okay. Sometimes when you first read the Bible, you don't understand. And that's when I start to understand 222. It's not meant to be understood. Okay. He did say those with ears that can hear and eyes that can see. That's why they say everybody do not see, okay, or do not understand the teachings of Jesus Christ. Is deeper, okay? The Bible is just a way of decoding. You have to 243, as I say this, decode the Bible on your own, okay? It's like your own personal spell book. This is why it's like against the law to cast spells on other people. But for centuries, people have been doing this, okay? I've been called to talk about this, okay, because my consciousness has been going to a whole different vibration. So I'm trying to give y'all the information. 310, as I say this, as certified as I can, okay? I don't want to get too deep into the Bible, okay? But if you are seeking spiritual guidance, okay, if you feel like you are under attack, the Bible is a book of spells. Use the Bible for your advantage, okay, you guys. Don't let people make you feel like you got to do any type of black magic. 333 on somebody. Pick up the Bible, okay? Pick up the Bible. Be mindful of what spells you are reciting. Be mindful of what you are speaking over yourself, okay? I learned this too. Things do backfire on you. Not saying reading the Bible you're gonna just fall into some trap. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like sometimes getting too deep in religion, you fall into that system, okay? Thank you, Spirit. You fall into the system, okay? And this is why it's called the Matrix, okay? If you know, you know. I'm hearing they clone Tyrone. Shit. Yeah, I would think like just my thoughts right now, right now. Yeah, I would think like what if the ancestor DNA kit, what if they used that and cloned us? Okay, like what if they used our DNA that we send to clone us? 434, as I say this. Understand that when we do certain things, we put ourselves in positions to be leaders. So it's just something to think about. But anywho, this all has to do with spiritual hackers. So you might think, oh, you being hacked. And even with this, okay, some people might say people steal information. um, I really don't feel like it's a way to steal information. Okay, it's either 506 in you or it's not on you. It's either in you or it's not. Okay, it's not on you, because some people think it's a fashion, like you gotta have all the jewels, you gotta have all the gems. You understand that people use crystals as a way to connect, okay, to connect themselves to higher frequencies, to consciousness, to ground themselves. It's different ways to connect. 528, as I say this, goddamn, my higher self is coming through. So some people like, don't do that, that's demonic, or don't deal with that, that's demonic. Okay, demonic portals, right? They are everywhere. Okay, we see it all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it's like when you start to use certain elements, you are conjuring up something within yourself. Okay, this has to do with self mastery and stepping into the highest version of yourself. Okay, because I feel like that is truly all it is. Christ consciousness, right? 610, as I say this. Now, this is just my thoughts, y'all. Do not take this information. All I'm saying is, test the spirit, test my spirit, okay? But read the Bible for yourself. And I speak no lies at this time, okay? I've had people astro project to me, different type of people telling me to stop reading the Bible. The Bible actually saved my life, okay? Because I come from a bloodline of witches, okay? Dark witches. So the Bible did save my life. And nobody taught me this. This is another reason why I say, like, nobody taught me how to really fight, okay, in the spirit. Now, being religious, yeah, that's what we was raised to do and believe in a certain way. But to be who I am today, I was not taught this. Okay, I was not taught to stand out. I was not taught to have my own voice. 712, as I say this, I was not taught these things. So somebody else might look at me and say, well, 717, we didn't teach them that. Okay, we did not teach them that. Okay, so understand that Jesus' message will only be understood to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. Okay, Jesus' stories are decoded. It's deeper truths only to those who are ready to see it. So when you are in a certain level of your ascension process, okay, somebody don't want me to say this, consciously, when you start being more aware, okay, when he's ready, he will show you things. My ears itching. Somebody might tell y'all something, okay, or I'm telling you something now. You'll start to have people that talk about you a lot, because it's strange. Okay, people find that this strange. This is very strange, but no one finds it strange to do earthly things or worldly things. Like, everyone has an OnlyFans, or not saying that's wrong, but whatever you do, you do. But that's just like, who ain't out here doing that? Who's not out here doing that? What we really don't have a lot of people do is decoding the Bible. Okay, learning that book is meant to save people's souls. Christ conscious. It's your awareness, y'all. Come on now. It's your awareness. There is power in prayer because we are all consciously connected. Like, seriously. If I'm praying for you guys and I'm getting messages for you, it's literally me consciously connecting with y'all. Just food for thought, okay? This is just people who are stuck in an old way of thinking, like dogma. Okay, give up the outdated thinking, the old ways of thinking, okay, and learn alchemy. It teaches this in the Bible, alchemy. Okay, this is just for example. My mother, when she had her stroke, okay, I found a notebook of hers. 917, as I say this, and she wrote this in her notebook, and it was a verse in the Bible, and she wrote double my trouble. Okay, she wrote this multiple times. This is the same verse, the same particular verse, double her trouble. Okay, my mother had a double brain aneurysm. So when this verse happened, I didn't understand why I even found that notebook. I didn't really understand why I found her writing that Bible verse until I started to read the Bible on my own. Okay, things would happen. Okay, for another example, I read past the big book of Genesis. Okay, y'all, my words is getting out. Y'all know I'm tongue tied. Okay, and I'm just I'm just keeping it real. I don't sugarcoat that no word. I'm tongue tied like motherfucker 10 10. Because somebody will get on there and say she don't know what the fuck she talk about, but I do. Okay, everybody has their own experience. It's not saying that your experience is gonna be just like mine's, but trust me, you're gonna have a hell of an experience. Okay, once you start to learn the codes. Okay, on your own. So I read past the book of Genesis, and as soon as I walked out my door, it was a man. Okay, he was like a homeless man. And he said to me, "What is that on your car?" I'm like, "What?" And so it's when I had started a pop lock business. And he was like, Earth Angels. He said, that's a good name. That's a good name. That sounds like you doing God's work. Then he looked at me and said, you know, anybody that read past the book of Genesis is the smartest person in the world. So I looked around like, y'all got to think of how nostalgic I was just looking around like, what? What you mean, book of Genesis? And I just got finished 11:11 reading the book of Genesis. This is decoding, okay? This is codes. This is God showing how we all are connected consciously. That man didn't know me from Adam and Eve. How the heck did he know I had just got finished reading the book of Genesis before I walked out that door? Yeah, it gives you something to think about. He definitely gives you something to think about. So just take that in heed. It's just, and it's not just the Bible though. Like I said, that's the spell book. Okay, that 1144, that's the spell book. So I'm just letting y'all know. So if you see people that's always on, pay attention to people that always are on tarot readers posts and they quote Bible verses. Okay, this is because they are trying to cast spells, and then people are not looking at it like that. Okay, people are looking like, you know, Jesus is still king. Jesus is still king. Yes, but that's not, he was not doing it to place fear into people. He was trying to tell the people that these are codes. I have given you the same power and authority to be able to manifest and do the things that you was created to do. Why are we using this book, 1229, as a weapon for our own brothers and sisters? Hey, but listen, y'all. I'm just here to let y'all know. Cosmic. Okay? Cosmic key. I'm giving y'all the 411 right now. But this has a lot to do with just the matrix. Okay? People don't want this to be said. They don't want it to be heard. Okay? They do not want you to have your own divine spark. It was literally to remind you. Jesus is here to remind you who you really are. Okay? But understand that this also has to do with death and revolution. So it's like death and resurrection death and resurrection in order to die and be born again. So you are not the same after, right? So like say if you go through a certain awakening and you keep going through awakenings, okay? We keep going through awakenings. Consciously you are just, it's hard to go back to the old you know, like now I would be so bored sometimes. I would be so quick to call somebody, meet up, link. I can't. Like I crave to be alone. My soul craves to be alone. That is so different to me. And I was about to say word, but it's not. It's different. It's fulfilling. Okay, it's a feeling that you have inside. It's a feeling that fills you up, that makes you feel assured. It makes you feel confident. It makes you feel like you know yourself. You know, it's like I know better than that. You know, when you know better, you do better. So some of y'all, you can realize that you don't went through a death, you went through a rebirth. Okay, you are decoding. You are decoding. You have a cosmic key. So the angels numbers that I've been seeing today is 312. You could be seeing 312. Okay, this is a sign of psychic ability. So some of you guys could have a lot of psychic abilities and intuition. Believe in your sixth sense. So you guys are like, your consciousness is heightening. Your gifts are heightening here. This also could be a sign that your angels and ascend masters are saying stay positive and optimistic about your future and your destiny. If you guys are on a twin flame journey, this could also be a sign that you and your twin flame are reconnecting and progressing towards a higher spiritual purpose. So some of y'all, you're going to realize the path that you took is going to bring you closer towards someone. There is someone on your path who is like either already surpassed you spiritually, or that they are at your level. Okay. Spirit is saying you and this person are going to reconnect, but you guys are progressing on your own. Okay, self-development right now. Also, the number you could be seeing is 818. This is a strong message of abundance and positivity. Changes are coming. Okay, so Spirit is saying just stay positive, because the good things are going to come towards you. Just stay positive. Okay, you might have to get rid of the old outdated way of thinking. Okay, because that's where the Matrix want us to be at. Feeling that we have to go, we got to be saved. Okay, we got to be, listen, honey, listen, I ain't no saint. Okay, listen, but I done been shown some things. I done saw some things. Sacrifices is real. All this shit's real. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck y'all been talking about. Like, the things that I see are real. The things that people see, what they see and I see is two different things. Okay, understand that other people have their own perspective, but when it's your reality, baby, quit letting people tell you what's going on in your reality. Your path just might be different. Okay, y'all might got the same blood, but y'all ain't got the same spirit. Period. Okay, so you also could be seeing 222. This has to do with faith and trusting from your angels that everything is happening for a reason. So some of y'all, you're going to realize that you're going through all of this for a reason. Like, you're not decoding the system and all of this for no reason, okay? It serves a purpose. Everything serves a purpose here. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know and be aware of? Truth. Yeah, I cannot make this up. So some of you guys, you're going to realize that the truth is, you got to balance out your masculine and your feminine energy here. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. That's the truth. Also, the truth is, okay, Christ is in you. God is love, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all, okay, do unto others what you want done to yourself. Once we start to understand ourselves, we'll understand this world, because this world, we are not supposed to be learning to be human in a world, but not of it. We are not supposed to be of this world. Read your Bible, okay? Decode. Activate your DNA, okay? And that's the truth. I'm telling y'all, the scales are going to be balanced out here. I really don't even want to pull a lot of cards now, because it's like Spirit is just confirming this one message. It has to do with your intuition. Listening to your intuition, okay? Listening to your inner guidance. 202 could be significant as well. I'm telling y'all, that is what is going to open this door. The key, look. He's even wearing the key. The Ra symbol. He is wearing the key. So, look, self-made, independent. Whoever you are, you're going to realize that you took a journey, okay, to become your highest version of yourself. Somebody could be feeling like, you could feel like you're stuck in your South Node, okay? But Spirit said you are living in your truth. Look, spirituality versus religion. This could be people that are really religious that are trying to attack you, okay, because of your spirituality. But they're being exposed because you look, shaman, 1919, you have ancestor wisdom. This is wisdom beyond. You already activated your DNA. Fuck that. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat. Whoever you are, you already activated your DNA. You already tapped into your motherfucking spiritual inheritance. And you're unfuckwittable. Okay, unfuckwittable. If I even said that right. Somebody stuck in a South Node. Yeah, you're not hurting. They just mad it's not them. So you got people that are mad because they are not the ones who are taking that path. Somebody is upset because abundance is your fucking birthright. You could have family that try to set you up and say you was crazy, but these people already knew. Okay, people are trying to hide you, especially if you got people that are all in the church. They trying to hide you. They don't want people to listen to you. Look, but 666. Somebody just needed to learn to refocus their energy on what, look, sun god, because you are connected here to Ra. Somebody did something. They tried to do some type of spell work on y'all because they felt like you were winning too much. But somebody's about to be very upset because y'all got the keys. Look, we have I'm protecting you. Your spirit team is protecting you from someone that's trying to plan a robbery, okay? Abundance is your birthright. I'm telling y'all, somebody is trying to plan a robbery. It has something to do with a shooting. Okay, be mindful. Somebody could be trying to plan a robbery. Damn. Where did that come from? Anything else? Look, 777. This is a fucking warning. There is someone here that is planning to do something very diabolical. Somebody feels like you have something and they want it. But if this is knowledge, it might not even be money. This feels like knowledge. But abundance is your birthright. It's like you know it. You could even be about to, I don't know. There is something that you are about to receive and somebody knows it. A detective is investigating everything. Somebody knows something that you have. This could be an actual inheritance, okay? You could be tapped into your spiritual inheritance, but someone's been trying to rob you for a real inheritance. There is some money that someone left you, okay? Somebody refused to give it to you because you are being you. They wanted to battle you, okay? Somebody wanted to say you had mental issues. This person's a fraud. They're a snake. These people have been stealing from you while attacking you and spreading rumors, okay? Spirit said thank you. So Spirit is saying thanks, Spirit, because these people are running out of time to do something. Clarify. Yeah, they confused as fuck right now. Because you are a chosen one. You a light worker. You a starseed. Somebody's so fucking confused. Somebody is planning something very diabolical. Look, a cult. You was raised in a secret society. These people need to just mind their fucking business, man. These people are minding your business. And you could be protecting yourself. So you could be reading the Bible, or there's a need to read the Bible to protect yourself because these people are doing this to you. It's just sad. It's just sad that people really have to go through this. Look, somebody's a fucking word witch. I'm telling y'all. Word witch. But their life is a projection of what they put out. This is somebody that is ashamed of. They should be ashamed of their fucking self. Using the fucking Bible against somebody is very fucking fucked up and diabolical. But people do this every day. And then people say, that's not true. That's not true. Read the Bible for yourself. Because people who are not in tune with self, they wouldn't understand. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. Those that do not have ears will not hear. Those do not have the eyes will not see. Okay? You guys could be a starseed. There is a twin flame reunion that is about to take place. Somebody is going through an awakening. Somebody's aware of what's going on. You have people waking up to somebody taking shit too far. Because they cannot control themselves. This is somebody that's just going off at the mouth. They ashamed because they got played. This is a family member that's blocking you. They're trying to keep you stuck. So something that they took, they didn't want to give it to you. Clairaudience. You could be hearing these people's conversations. Somebody could get into a wreck. Somebody saying, why me? Yeah, this is a cross seas account. Didn't I just say this yesterday? So this is going back to yesterday. Somebody in your family was pretending to be you. They wanted power and authority and they lost. Okay, Spirit is saying continue to keep private. Yeah, ignore private. Mind your business. And these people stole from you while you was just minding your fucking business, getting closer to yourself, your highest version of yourself. Abundance is your fucking birthright. I don't know who y'all are, but your mindset has changed. That's why you got this position, yo. Somebody judged you too fucking fast. Now somebody is praying. But you already know what this is. We have cousins. Stuck in their old ways. Mad because they lied about everything. High off pills and drugs. You have a new view of life. It's better things they need to put their energy into. Okay, Spirit is saying this tea is too hot right now because they can't pay nobody to stop you. So somebody was trying to stop you from ascending, okay? But you already know. You've been working on your goals. These people have been gossiping and they've been fucking warned. I'm telling y'all, these people been fucking warned to leave you alone. Okay, leave you alone because they already caught up. Somebody's going to jail for stealing your shit. Anything else? Yeah, bully control. That shit ain't working. Because you are a fucking legend. I'm telling you, you activating your DNA. You are abundant. You're picking yourself up. Look, they've been doing spell work on you for years. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all, you going to realize, like, damn, what the hell? I really been under somebody's spell. Yeah, but Spirit saying, you better not do no black magic. Okay, pray. God got you. Read scriptures, rebuke it. That's why I'm saying you have a choice, but choose life, okay? Because that Bible, I'm telling y'all, I don't care what nobody say. That Bible saved my life. Okay, if I did not tap in, if I did not choose life, yes, I'm telling y'all, we have jackpot. These people are mad and upset because these death spells are backfiring. So somebody could be dying, okay? Somebody could be dying from trying to steal energy. There's also somebody could be trying to send energy through your kids because they're mad, yeah, about your wealth. This could be a karmic father that needs to stop, but they can't leave you alone. So some of y'all, this is a karmic father that's been energy harvesting from you for years, and they just can't stop doing this. This could be somebody who molested you. This is sick. Yeah, family paid this person. Arita told this person they was gonna get karma for fucking with you. A divine masculine is protecting you. We have 999 from this occult leader. They can't stand to see you happy. So somebody is protecting you here. Somebody sees what someone's doing. Yeah, they're watching this devil energy. It's giving me fatal attraction. This is one of those. Yeah, somebody needs to fuck off and get closer. Yeah, sexual abuse. What the fuck? Sexual child abuse. This is like abuser from fucking childhood that just became obsessed with y'all. It's trouble in this offer. Don't trust it. Somebody could be coming to y'all like, oh, you're gonna have so much fame, you're gonna have so much money, and those all offers ain't good offers. Okay, take another option. Yeah, Spirit said thank you and don't fucking trust them because somebody's been doing blood magic on you. If you've been doing money mantras, keep doing them. Spirit said they are working, or they are going to work for you. Yeah, this is the devil energy. 444, you are protected because this is karma. Somebody is reaping what they sow. You are evolving, so listen to your intuition. 444 again. So I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. Make sure you protecting your energy. I don't know who this person is from your past, this father figure. Okay, this person that molested y'all. They paying people to come towards y'all to harvest y'all energy. Okay, you have cousins involved, families involved, everybody's involved. This was a secret society you was raised in. Okay, these people could be using religion, okay, to cover up their, okay. And Spirit said that's the truth. Remember, that was the first card that came out. That's the truth. That's all I got for y'all. Love and light. Namaste. Ashe.